Come on, buddy, you've been stuck on that boss all week. It's my turn now. Well, if we can't play it, let's build it. If you haven't seen Dinoblade, you're missing out, bucko. It's quite complicated, so listen carefully. Basically, you play as a Spinosaurus, you pick up a sword, and then you fight...
Dinosaurs! You're gonna die, I'm gonna die! Ah!
Then you can spend some time admiring the beautiful scenery. Before fighting more dinosaurs.
Oh my god, got your cheeks! I'm sorry! Will you sit still? I'm getting the hang of it. Oh lord, what is going on?
So yeah, if you like pretty chill games, check it out. This video isn't sponsored, by the way, just doing it because it's necessary. Get the slop on there. We're going to turn one of the earlier bosses into a diorama. So we need to build its playground, with a couple of rock formations, then a large cliff face which will dominate the back wall. Need some foam for that? Oh, good catch. Oh, nailed it! You flippin' idiot. Oh, disgusting. Just before we glue it on, we need to cut a gap out, right here, to match the boss's arena. Yeah, hot glue. Trim the rocks, shave them down a little, then more slop to fill the gap. Oh, the devastation. I'm not cleaning that. Next up, I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to risk it anyway. This is filler, and we're going to cover this entire rock face with it. We don't want it to cover up the details, so we're going to use a wet brush to smush it around. Looks good for now, but we'll see how it dries shortly. In the meantime, we need to go dinosaur shopping, so it's over to my mini factory to visit our favourite dino dealer. Dino Dog. If you need a realistic 3D sculpt of your favourite dino, and I do, then this is the place to go. Hundreds to choose from. Hold on, the Chickensaurus is free.
Oh my god.
Oh, he also has some dragons.
Stop getting distracted.
You're right, the boss we're making is Kasei the Tyrant. Kasei? It's a Tyrannosaurus, the greatest ever dinosaur, and it uses an inspired melee weapon. Yes, that is what it looks like, an Ankylosaurus. Thankfully, Dino and Dog has just the goods. Best 3D printer ever. HALOT X-1, by the way. Look at this beauty. We're going to have to defile its feet, though. Relax, we're just pinning it to the base, you freak. Stuff some milliput in the hole to make it tight, then the glue. In she goes. Thread it through. Then we're going to glue that down. Make sure it can never escape. Do me a favour and hold him up a sec. Now we need the main character. This one was originally cowering in fear, but in our version, it's quite the opposite. Drifting under the Tyrannosaurus, wielding a mighty blade. I made this one based on the original artwork for the game. Just pretend you can't see the minion. It's going to go just about here. Now we need Kasei's weapon. Whoever decided an Ankylosaurus should be the weapon, you're my hero. I love you. Certainly going to have to make sure that is secure. With the contenders roughly in place, we need one more piece. The Dinoblade logo. And before we prime everything, let's add some cracked ground. A Grelin Earth does all of the work for you. As it dries, it begins to crack. To really sell the slice, we're going to have to dig into this neck, and that's going to require a bit of surgery. So we'll mark it with the saw. He's under anaesthetic, so this bit shouldn't hurt. With that out of the way, it's time to prime. That was actually way more work than you'd expect. Anyway, now we need to paint the Rex. It's got quite a pale complexion, which is interesting. Then along its back, it looks like it has grey mottled patchy markings. We're not going to think about that too much, let's just grab the sponge and start squishing it on. For the wash, we'll add a big blob of Agrax Earthshade, and then use a brush full of water to drag it around. Another interesting component of this particular boss is the fur, or potentially remnants of feathers, on its back. The best I can do right now, bucko, is rat fur. Left over from a previous video, which we don't speak about. What are you looking at? That's your future right there, buddy. Hey, whoa! Stop it! Go! I'm gonna ruin both our dreams, just let go of the rat! First, some PVA glue. Then we take a tuft, not too much, we need to spread it around. Share the load. Then we scuff it up while painting it grey with the dry brush. Speaking of dry brushing, the main character got a lot of that. Let's metallify the logo. And the brightest red that I can concoct for the claw marks. You'll like this bit. The blood splat across the D and the E. We need true blood from Green Stuff World. Shield the background with a bit of paper. Take our brush full of paint. Grab the airbrush. Lock and load. A quick shot of air. Job's a good one. So the claw marks stand out. I've applied some UV resin. First time testing whether the blade fits in the neck slice or not. Look at that, a true professional. He says as he covers up the mistakes with a large amount of UV resin. Hey, as long as I keep the camera here, they'll never know. Once that bit is set, we're on to the main event. We need to mix up some more blood effects and UV resin. But we won't set them just yet. We need to drag it out into the rough shape of a blood spray. Then we set it, and hopefully, once it's cured, we can peel it off. Oh, perfect. It is looking a bit 2D right now, but not to worry. We can bulk it up by applying more UV resin to the flat side. Very carefully. Then glue it in place. The attack isn't complete without damage numbers. 3 is a very big hit, and the 23rd of the 7th is the game's release date. And finally, the health bar. Not dead yet.
Such fragile body, yet still clinging on to life. Step forward if you wish to live.
Huge thank you to the Patreon members. Without these fine folks, this channel would be dead in the ground, and me with it. Buried beneath a small mountain of failed prints, empty resin bottles and half-finished project ideas, they keep the model kits coming, the supplies rolling, and the channel growing. Absolute beauties. Go and take a look. Beyond the extra content, voting and sneak peeks, there are even some miniatures over there now. For now though, if you want to purchase this diorama, there's an auction on eBay right now. Go and win it. Links in the description. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. I'm not far from 1 million subs now, so let's go for one last push. Love you all. Until next time, goodbye, cherubs.